most of all, Michael likes to twerk. Now, does anybody in this room know how to twerk? All right, well, it's quite important to the story, so I will just give you a very quick demonstration. And then you just move your bum up and down like that, and that's twerking.
If you're happy and you know it, and your face will really show it. If you're happy and you know it, from your feet.
It's their wildest wishes.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and here's a funny story for you. I enjoy Lego. Well, I should be honest. I collect them. My wife really likes to build them, so I constantly have to hide mine so they don't end up getting built one night. One random wine night, I come home and my Ghostbusters collectible firehouse is built. But that's neither here nor there. Lego is for everybody. Everybody enjoys themselves a little Lego. And obviously it's getting close to June, so we know that it's maximum virtue signal time. And we've now got a clear nod to all the fabulous drag queens out there. Lego creates gender-free set with one exception. Lego, the ubiquitous brand of the children's toy that has sold over 600 billion pieces around the world, is now offering an LGBTQ set called Everyone is Awesome that consists of 11 figures, all but one of which have no gender assigned, while the only one of specific gender represents the, quote, the fabulous drag queens out there, according to designer Matthew Ashton, who also happens to be the vice president of design at the toy maker. Look, obviously, there are a million Lego sets. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this existing. But maybe deal with the Lego shortage. Like, I'd like to buy many of the new Lego sets, but they're out of stock everywhere. Maybe instead of virtue signaling, you could have, fixed the stock or not, or maybe lower prices or make your product more available. I don't know. It will be offered to the public on June 1st, which also is, of course, Pride Month. The colors of the stripes were chosen to reflect the original rainbow flag, along with pale blue, white, pink representing the trans community, black and brown to acknowledge the diversity of skin tones within the LGBTQIA+ community, The Guardian reported, adding that to those figures who were meant to express individuality while remaining ambiguous. Ashton said of the purple drag queen figure, it's a clear nod to all the fabulous drag queens out there. Ashton told The Guardian, growing up as an LGBT... okay, all right, I get it. Okay, so Ashton, who is the vice president of design at Lego, is also a member of that community. Makes sense. Ashton told The Guardian, growing up as an LGBTQ plus kid, being told what I should play with and how I should walk and talk and what I should wear, the message I got was somehow that I was wrong. Trying to be someone I wasn't was exhausting. I wish as a kid I had looked at the world and thought, this is going to be okay. There's a place for me. I wish I'd seen an inclusive statement that said everyone is awesome. Well, everyone except for cis white males, right? I mean, that's, obviously, we know. Well, look, obviously, in spirit, there's nothing wrong with this. I can't imagine what it would be like to be a kid and to not really understand, even like a young teen and not really understanding, what your feelings are. Obviously, in modern days, it's much easier, I would imagine, given that the way Hollywood fetishizes this community. But to me, it's just regular people. It's weird to me that... this is the kind of stuff, let me put it this way. This is the kind of stuff that people see and wonder. This is the kind of stuff that gets lumped in with this agenda. And maybe it's just like people will say, they're coming after our kids. Well, I'd like to think that that's bologna sausage, but at the end of the day, like, is this a required thing for Lego to make? Is this going to change any kids' lives? I also have serious concerns about the trend of it all. There's a recent study that Buck Angel shared that said in Pittsburgh, 10% of children identify as like a gender non-conforming. Actually, I want to be exact with that. Buck shared it a minute ago. I follow him, so let's see. Oh, why am I not? Oh, we don't follow each other anymore? Oh, he unfollowed me after I unfollowed him. How very Twitter. Here, nearly 1 in... Why am I not? Why did I unfollow him? That's weird. So nearly 1 in 10 teens identifies gender diverse in a Pittsburgh study. 10%. And the comments are exactly as you would expect. Like, one of the best comments is, "How dare you? Obviously, it's because this generation is so super tolerant that kids at last feel comfortable to say what they are, which happens to be something invented a total of 5 minutes ago, and which amazingly turns out they all are." I mean, that's exactly it, right? I mean, I don't want to invalidate members of these various communities, but to pretend that there isn't to pretend that trans trenders aren't a thing is hilarious. I'm not trying to gatekeep that community. I'm just saying, like, these companies don't care about you. You see, I wanted to create a model that symbolizes inclusivity and celebrates everyone, no matter how they identify. I mean, is the Lego character really that divisive? He continued that everyone's unique, and with a little more love and acceptance and understanding in the world, we can all feel more free to be our awesome selves. This model shows we care, and we truly believe everyone is awesome. Do you, though? Do you? Now, Lego has done other kind of politically, I mean, not politics, but like activism sets. Back in 2015, they had, after science journalists created a custom Lego set to honor female justices in the U.S. Supreme Court and submitted it to Lego Ideas, she was informed the project was not accepted. Lego does not accept projects relating to politics or political symbols, campaigns, or movements, the policy said, though it has created a Lego White House and a Lincoln Memorial as a part of its architectural line. Lego is figuring out that getting political, having a message, a political message, is good for business. It provides free advertising from useful idiots on Twitter. I mean, because Lego has this set doesn't mean Lego Corporation cares any more or any less for the LGBTQ community. It's absurd. And you look at everyone is awesome. Okay, so like, but if everyone is awesome, then why isn't there a straight white male here and a straight white female? It's not everyone if you're excluding, I don't know, 90% of people in your customer base. Let's be honest, who buys Legos? Upper middle class white people. When I was growing up, my parents, we didn't have money. We couldn't afford Legos. I had Duplos. And I didn't have any of those fancy sets either. I just had those random assortment boxes, and I had to use this thing called an imagination, which kids don't really have nowadays. In the spraying room at Lego HQ, tiny figurines are layered with bright glossy paint before being placed in a rainbow-esque arch. The result, a waterfall of color with 11 brand new minifigures, striding purposely toward an imagined brighter future, is the Danish toy maker's inaugural LGBTQIA+ set, titled Everyone is Awesome. In all but one case, no specific gender has been assigned to the figures, who are intended to express individuality while remaining ambiguous. I mean, I wouldn't exactly say the Lego characters are hyper masculine or hyper feminine anyway. Aren't they just 2 blocks? Like 2 rectangles for legs, rectangles for arms, and a square for a body? Is that feminine or masculine? I'm not sure. Someone on Twitter is probably going to have to tell me. The exception is a purple minifigure with a highly stylized beehive wig is a clear nod to all the fabulous drag queens out there, said the designer. Yeah. He initially created the set for his own desk. I'd moved offices, so I wanted to make the space feel like home with something that reflected me. This is also part of that cult where, like, your ideology is your entire identity, or like these people that it's like a Twitter phenomenon that, like, you know, okay, let me give you a perfect example. I'm good friends with a married gay couple, two females. We're very, we get along great. You know how many times they talk about being gay? I think I've known them for 15 years now. They've always been together. Zero. Like, in my experience, and then I have male gay friends too, that it's like, we talk about one of the guys builds playground equipment, like those fancy rainbow play systems. That's what we talk about. Now, I don't know if the half dozen or so members of that community that I talk to are the outliers, but like, there's this weird thing where like people are like, my gayness is my entire identity. I think people are more than that. They're more than who they are romantically interested in. But for some, apparently, it's everything to them. The set means a lot, says Flynn DeMarco, a member of the LGBTQ community. Oh, plus, what's AFOL? Now they added 3 more letters? I don't know what AFOL is. There is much more overt, said DeMarco, which hopes the set will broaden people's minds. People look to a company such as Lego, a company they love and enjoy, and think, hey, if it's okay for Lego, maybe it's okay for me. Really? People are looking to super huge mega corporations for morals? Maybe the left, maybe the far left. I'm certainly not. I mean, I just want to be able to walk into the Lego store and get the products I want. I don't really care what their personal politics or what they think is moral or good are. Just give me my bricks, my overpriced bricks, please. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.